three matches, no matter who wins. It's going to be great. It's not often you get to see these two guilds fight. And from what I understand, there's a little bias at the table right now. Stoic, who you representing?
A little bit.
Who am I representing?
Yeah!
Oh, come on!
Tell us about Say Swag again.
Well, I mean, you see these three lovely men we've got up there. We've got Archer, we've got Roman Fury, and we've got our returning from our champion team there. We've got Wackos. I'm a G. So now these three guys, I know we've got Wackos. He's got plenty of experience out there. We've seen him in the prelims. We've seen him in the groups, not the group stages. I'm sorry, buddy. But we did see you in the prelims, but you were there last year. Roman Fury, who we did see in prelims, and we saw that man in group stages as well, but we've got him back here in GVG. And we had Archer way back in 2017. He competed, didn't go very far. That's not what we have to worry about here. We're going to see this man perform today.
Make it a bun? Who are you repping?
I mean, we all know it's Malicious here. So we're repping Malicious. And we know that.
You can keep that.
You can keep that. And Malicious is undoubtedly the #1 guild on the server. We always win at Siege unless we get 2v1'd, and usually we still win. We are used to playing against opposition. We know how to succeed. We have 3 great players today. We have Leisha Y, we have Yves, and we have Trey. Leisha Y does play a lot of very standard RTA, really likes to play very control heavy, and sometimes does bruiser. And we also have Yves, who's very, very high up on the ladder, plays against a lot of the top players, does very well. And at the same time, we have Trey, who really likes to play innovatively. We're gonna see some very cool and creative strats from him. He has a lot of LD monsters to choose from. So I can't wait to see a lot of these great players do battle.
It's gonna be sweet. And honestly, if we had the time, we could sit up here and talk about the guilds all day, but let's go ahead and let the players introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Patrick. In-game name is Wackos.
Hi, my name is DJ, and my in-game name is Roman Fury.
Hi, my name is Archer, and game name is Archer.
I'm happy to be back to represent SSA again as defending champions of last year. I'm glad that we were invited back to defend our titles. All throughout the time on global server, the 2 strongest guilds have been Malicious and Say Swag again. As far as the guild department, Malicious has always had an edge on us, but I think that when it comes to RTA, which is what matters this coming Saturday, Say Swag again is far stronger than Malicious.
My name is Trey, in-game name Trey, and I'm from Malicious.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm from Malicious, and my in-game name is Yves.
My name is Leisha. My in-game name is Leisha Y. I'm in Malicious.
It's really good to be on the big stage and we'll get to show off what we can do. If Malicious was competing last year, we definitely would have won because we had all of our dominant RTA players in their prime.
Say Swag is pretty well known for being focused on RTA. So they're not the best Siege guild, but this is RTA focused, so we'll see.
All right. Now we've gotten to know the players, but they're not the only ones here. There's a lot of us down here in the crowd, and I'm here with
Anna.
Anna and
Colette.
Colette. You guys look awesome. Are you having fun today?
Yes, this is amazing.
It is a really cool event. Now, listen, I know you're a little biased, but who do you think is going to win this match?
SSA.
And why is that?
Because Archer.
Because of Archer? Yeah, he's pretty cute. Yeah, I see him. Now let me ask you, do you play Summoner's War?
No, I don't.
You let him handle that for you?
Yes.
That's probably the wise move. And I have a question for you. What are your opinions on the current state of the meta given the last patch? Honestly, same. You excited?
Yes.
All right, let's get this match started. I'll throw it up to the casters.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, Leo. So, guys, no bias. Who do you think is going to win this one? Should Roman Fury be worried? Should Leisha be worried?
I mean, come on. We're an as Leisha said it herself, we are an RTA guild, and we're here to perform. So I can't help it but give it fully to SSA on this one.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're clearly by far the #1 guild in Siege, and once we move those runes onto RTA units, you're going to see some fireworks go
I love
off.
that word siege. It's fantastic. It's going to do well here.
Yeah, great. It's a good thing this is a Siege championship.
We'll let the play do the talking, Stoic.
This is their chance because SSA is holding that title strong. We'll see if they can maintain it. Let's go ahead and get to know these players a little bit more here in a second. What can you tell us about Roman Fury, Stoic?
Roman Fury, this guy is so much fun. If you guys don't know Roman Fury, get to know this man. He is an entertainer. He's got a huge monster box. He's got a very good rune quality under his belt as well. He brings a lot of different things. You can see he really likes that light vampire. We may not see that, or we will see that unit, because he's got a ton of things for us in store. Looking forward to see what he's got, because we could see a lot of things. We might see a control comp come from, maybe even a bruiser comp. Who knows at this point? Because the meta has been shifting a lot, so we'll see.
And here comes Leisha up here in a second. So make it above. What can you tell us about her?
Let me tell you a little about Leisha Y from Malicious. Leisha Y plays very, very standard, very, very solid RTA with Ganny Hathor and her favorite trademark monster, that overpowered, recently buffed Leona that does just so much work, solos teams on its own. She likes to play with all kinds of different comps, can run any type of draft, so look to see her abuse this monster to victory and show Roman Fury why Malicious is the #1 guild on the server.
And I've got Dark Paladin marked as a plural on my note card here.
And she does have 2 Dark Paladins, so unfortunately you can only bring 1 into the game, otherwise she could auto her way to victory.
Speaking of the game, man, we got these players ready and waiting in the pick ban phase right now. Let's go ahead and see that. Take it away, Stoic, and make it a bud.
Here we go, guys. This is going to be round 1 between Roman Fury and Leisha. Here we go. Roman Fury locking in the Fran.
Very interesting pick, first pick on the Fran here. Tells us a lot about SSA strat, that they're saving the Hathor for later. Leisha Y instantly responds with a speed lead of Vanessa and the sleeping unit of Hathor here. Very solid picks from Leisha, also telling us a lot about how Malicious is approaching this 3v3.
Yeah, definitely taking that Vanessa away from Roman Fury and that Hathor getting taken there. So we're going to possibly see that Ganymede be taken by Roman Fury.
Yeah, and right now I think I like both drafts so far, very standard, but Leisha's picks do open herself up to a Josephine from Roman Fury, some way to counter a Hathor. Roman Fury going with some 2 very interesting picks here, with the Molong and the Tessarian here going very bruiser heavy and clearly opening himself up to full control if Leisha decides to go that way.
Yeah, he's really gonna have to draft something to wrap up his draft that he's got going on right now. I'm gonna admit it, not a big fan of seeing this Molong Tessarian here, but we'll wait and see.
And I think the Tessarian here is to counter that Dark Paladin that Leisha has, but Leisha does not have to take the Dark Paladin. That's the advantage of having an LD unit, is that you do not need to play it on the field, and Leisha's responding with exactly the right set of units, going with that Lauren and that Water Monkey, representing a lot of threats. She can ban any of Fran or Molong and do very fine against Roman Fury.
That's definitely a really good draft so far on Leisha's side there. Like that Lauren and that Water Monkey King, it's countering everything that Roman has right now. Roman's got to make a really good response here.
So Roman's going to need some way to either play slow like this with an Amelia Bulwark. Very strong pick on the Amelia here. Counters pretty much Leisha's entire team, so that might be a force ban from Leisha. It's either that or he went to outspeed. He chose a slow route, perfectly fine here. Leisha really needs to think about what is her ban going to be and what is her last pick going to be to supplement that ban. So I think if I'm Leisha, I'm thinking probably to ban the Amelia and probably pick 1 more damage unit, and she's going with that Diana. So
ooh, but that Diana can also signify she might be letting that Amelia through as well.
Exactly. So I think if she's going with the Diana, she's letting the Amelia through, which is kind of an odd comp here because her comp works so well against an Amelia without an Amelia there that picking Diana is a little bit anti-synergistic. So kind of a weird spot she's put herself in. But I still think in this situation she should be thinking about banning that Amelia because that thing is so powerful against her lineup here. And if I'm Roman Fury, I'm thinking I may just want to take out the speed lead, or I want to take out, knowing that my Amelia may be banned, take out some sort of heavy control unit from Leisha.
Yeah, might I add, no LDs this round.
And no LDs, no Light Vamp, no Dark Paladin, and they're the bans. Bulwark is out and Vanessa's out.
That is correct. No more speed lead for Leisha, so can Roman outspeed?
So what we're going to see from the opening here is Roman Fury is going to look to snipe out a unit of Leisha's right away and recover with this Fran. Leisha needs to have this Diana violent proc a couple of times, or else I think she's in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, maybe speed lead for Roman Fury, resistance lead for Leisha. Let's see who takes first turn. I'm predicting Roman Fury is going to lock that in with the Fran or the Amelia.
So that's a very fast Amelia, swift Amelia, putting Leisha on the back foot because this Hathor is going to do absolutely nothing this game.
Yep, looking to get a freeze, maybe onto the Water Monkey or that Lauren.
Yeah, and correct. He should be going for a freeze on either one. Probably going to go for a freeze on the Lauren because that Lauren is going to open the hole for the Water Monkey. Interesting to note that the Water Monkey actually goes in front of the Lauren, so kind of a weird tuning by Leisha, which makes the Water Monkey do a lot less damage.
Yeah, can take advantage of the defense break coming from Lauren, but the immunity was stripped on...
And Roman Fury here probably needs to pump that attack bar of the Diana up so that in this situation, the Diana moves in front of his units. Let's see if Roman Fury picks up on that. But that Diana here, if it can go multiple times, that's Leisha's path to victory. Otherwise, she's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, good time for a Vile Proc as well, looking to get the attack break. No, goes for the Diana, not wanting to boost up Diana's attack bar.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that because Diana's going to be able to go after that Molong Tesla. So Roman's going to need to be able to take out that Diana off the bat, or Roman could be in trouble himself.
That's right. Big defense break sitting on Mo Long right now. He's looking to put somebody else to sleep here.
Yeah, Leisha needs to sleep that Mo Long or else she's going to be nuked. And that's exactly what she does.
Yep, sleeps that Mo Long. Landed nicely.
And so Roman Fury does have attack buff to Tsarian, so if he does proc, he's going to take out a unit.
If he can, we do land that defense break. No additional turn coming from that Tsarian.
So unfortunately or fortunately, did not get that 22%. And Diana's going to go here. Let's see if it is a Why 'Cause I'm a G Diana or a normal Diana.
We're going to find out in a minute. How many turns can that unit take?
So Leisha really taking her time to decide who she wants to go on. I think it's a little early to rope here, but she's decided to go after the Fran here. If she procs one more time, that Fran is gone.
Ooh, no stun, but gets the additional turn. We're going to see it cycle right back onto that Fran. It is not looking good for Roman Fury. It's going to transform, and he is going to be focusing out that Fran.
That's a huge proc by Leisha, and instantly that Fran
Oh my God! It's going to keep transforming again. What are we changing on to? We're going to start working down the Mo Long. Are we going to change targets to the Amelia?
No,
we're going to work onto that Mo Long.
You definitely work on the Mo Long. Mo Long has no way to nuke now because there's no sustain on Roman Fury.
Oh, there it is! We see it again! Another Vile Proc coming from this Diana, dealing huge damage to Mo Long. If we see another one, we're gonna have to do something about this unit.
We'll call somebody.
And you see Roman Fury's eyebrows go up like he's seen this all the time. It happens all the time, and it just happened on stage here. Leisha's Diana is a world-class Diana.
Nobody wants to see that happen. We need an adult.
Well, it depends on whose side you are, but I love to see that happen here. That Diana is absolutely doing work. Roman Fury on the back foot here. This Tsarian's going to need to take 2 turns every time, and he may not have a chance.
No, he may not. Mo Long looking at probably a second skill and needs some saving grace. Can we get some stun strips? No. Looking for the defense break onto Diana. Not happening.
So Roman Fury needs to play as greedy as possible, assuming everything goes his way because he is so far behind. That's the first step.
Beautiful Vile Proc. Can he finish off the Lauren here? He goes for the Lauren. Does finish off Lauren. Lauren drops. Now it's up to Amelia.
And that's a great smart play there because he put Oblivion onto the Diana first and then went for the Lauren. Roman Fury's still not out of it, actually, but this Mo Long's about to drop.
That is correct. Are we going to go for a stun or is he going to go for shields up?
He's definitely, I think Leisha's going to go for the poke on the Mo Long, finish it off, and then deal with the Tesla later here. Goes for the shield instead. Perfectly fine play. Very conservative. Lets the Hathor get the kill.
That's right. Hathor's trying to work down that Mo Long. Can she receive the kill? And she does.
So at this situation here, can a Tsarian and Amelia take out a Water Monkey? I don't think so, but we'll see if Roman Fury's Tesla can proc, and it's continuing to do so.
But no defense break onto the Amelia. Really needed that. Can he get a freeze onto that Water Monkey King before that Water Monkey King does the damage? No! Chooses to go for the Diana.
Chooses to go for Diana, even though Oblivion was up on Diana, chooses to go for it. Kind of an odd play there, but I think Roman Fury still has a chance if he procs a lot, but he needs to focus and take out that Diana as soon as possible.
Strip of the immunity. We're going to see a second skill onto this Amelia. There it is, and it does land true.
And at this point here, Leisha can decide to poke either unit. She's so far ahead here, but this Diana, I think, is going to drop right now.
There goes Diana. We're going to see a first skill or a second skill. Going in for the second skill. Needs that stun. On Tsarian does not receive that stun. Everybody's going to go to sleep here, or does she choose?
I think she needs to absolutely use this to force that Amelia cleanse. At the same time, if Roman Fury can somehow get a crit onto that Water Monkey from the Tsarian, it's actually game over.
Ooh, Tsarian does stay up with that defense buff. There it is. He needs a defense break and a Vile Proc to move forward.
And it's critting here, so Roman Fury's shots are landing, but nothing is hit.
No defense break! Needs a freeze. Really needs to get that freeze here. Does not receive the freeze. Not looking good for Roman Fury.
Not looking good at all. This Amelia is not going to be able to save him here. I think this is pretty much game over.
Now it's definitely going to be it with that Vile Proc as well. Finishes off that Tsarian. It is only Amelia here, and I don't believe Amelia's going to solo this match.
Amelia is definitely not. Leisha's taking her time with the Water Monkey. Or not really taking her time, but putting this Amelia out of its misery and showing us that
Leisha
Malicious came
it
here to play.
And takes that round 1 away from SSA.
Leisha with the win, pulling Malicious 1 step closer to taking the title from SSA. Let's hear it for... Guys, what kind of Diana was that?
The Diana you don't want to play against.
That was a very special Diana.
That was my worst kind of nightmare, Diana. Stoic, you weren't a huge fan of that Tessa Mo Long pick from Roman Fury in the beginning, were you?
No, I feel like I would like to see a little bit more control coming from him. I'm not the biggest fan of seeing the Tsarian. I feel like he could have used another unit out there. I know the defense break and having the Oblivion was definitely going to be helpful, but I'm not a fan of the Tessarian. I feel like
I didn't like that, especially given the fact that Vanessa and Hathor had already been shown that obviously Molong and Tessa don't really do anything to counter Hathor. So you really put yourself in a really tough position taking those early. But the advantage is at least he burned units of Leisha's, right? So there's some consolation prize there. I think he picked those 2 units anticipating a Dark Paladin pick, but as you noted, you don't have to take your LD unit. You just take other units that are better. And of course, who knew that Diana was going to go 4 turns? Obviously,
Yeah,
Leisha
you can't
did.
predict that.
You just can't predict
You
that.
can assume it's going to happen, but you can't predict it. But so with a format like this, I was going to ask you, aren't they inclined to kind of pick their unique LD monsters that their next player actually doesn't
That's
have?
a good point, because now Malicious does not have a Diana left to pick. So if you need that 3, 4, 5 turn procs, 6 turn procs in a row, you won't be able to have that chance anymore. So Leisha has taken that away from her guildies, but in turn has given us a win. So.
Yeah, exactly. She played very conservatively towards the end. I really like the way that she was like, I've got this victory. I can kind of take my time. I can put shields up and I don't have to commit to the Diana plays anymore.
And I think that was conservative, knowing that she was so far ahead that she could have just done that. I think that was a smart play. Just wants to secure the win rather than go for extra kills.
Definitely was a smart play. I think she was safe after we saw all of those turns coming from Diana.
Well, we got a couple more matches to watch coming up shortly, but before that, we have a quick video to watch. There we go. So, who do you guys anticipate is coming up next?
Well, it looks like they're throwing up Yves and Wackos, I'm guessing
I
here.
see Yves and Wackos.
Yeah, it looks like they're at the camera
They're
right now.
already at
Tell
the
us a little
podium.
bit about Wackos I'm a G.
Well, Wackos Amaji, he's a player from last year's GVG. He was paired up with Thompson and Hwasuk. But now, Wackos is here with Roman Fury and Archer as well. We're going to see a lot of control coming from Wackos now. He can't draft anything that Archer may really want, so we're going to see him kind of split. We might not see the usual Wackos, but we're still going to see something that he needs to get a victory with for sure.
And Yves is a player that is very good on the ladder, has played a lot of matches, plays against the top tier players out there. He has 2 very strong LD units, the Tianlang and that Zeratul. Likes to abuse his LD units to full potential, and they are very good LD units. So look to see him mix this, and at the very least, he has a Tianlang in his back pocket that Waikazamaji knows about and has to prepare and draft around.
All right, well, it looks like Waikazamaji and Yves are sitting in the pick ban phase right now. Stoic, make it a bud. Take it away.
Here we go, guys. We've got match number 2, Wackos and Yves. Let's see how this draft is going to look between these two.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to note here what the draft looks like, knowing that Hathor's gone from Malicious, and at the same time, Waikazamaji actually has a lot more units to pick because Roman Fury went with the Molong Tessaria.
Safe to say we're definitely going to be seeing a Yanhong coming from him as well.
And definitely, because he's already going with that Vanessa Hathor, Yanhong works so great, and that's why he's went Gani. I really like that Gani pick because Gani works very well, taking that away from Waikazamaji.
Most definitely. You see, he's getting that CR in Okeana, showing a lot of control as well. Very good comboing together. Ooh, we do see that Tianlang being shown. Yanhong was already drafted with the Vertihill and Waikos aside.
And both players wasting no times on the picks and bans. Waikos obviously using that Yanhong, the most broken unit in the game. So powerful, that might be a ban. But clearly, when he's picking this many attack bar boosting units, he is anticipating that Tianlang and automatically force banning it here. He's going with that Tianlang Fran. Interesting choice on the Fran, to be honest. It offers a little bit of protection against Hathor, but not really much. Josephine is a much better pick here.
Much better pick. I do like that Josephine draft. Waikos bringing in the Lauren to finish off his draft as well.
So Waikos actually, that Lauren is going to enable this Vertihill and Vanessa to do a lot of damage. Waikazamaji's Yanhong is usually going to be the ban, although it's perfectly fair to ban out that Vanessa as well. Yves side, obviously we know that Tianlang is going to be banned here, and that's exactly what we see.
Yeah, both LDs getting banned here. Speed leads go out. 33 though for Waikos. I like that Waikos rocking that C2. I see what he's trying to do there, trying to hide under the radar going into this tournament, right?
Right.
And here we go, guys. Match 1 between these two. We've
That's
got
a very
Lauren taking
fast
first.
Lauren. That's a very fast Lauren here, and Waikazamaji is going to take first turn initiative, and I think it puts him in a huge advantage.
Yeah, putting everybody to sleep. Getting resisted by that Ganymede as well. Shields are going up.
And actually, Yves is in a really tough spot here, but does get that provoke off on that Murderhouse.
Yes, did. Looking for a defense break. No, are we looking? Yes, we are. We're going to get a defense break onto Ganem. He does receive that defense break. Do we get an additional turn? No, we do not. Bomb goes out onto Verdi. He'll cycling a little bit of attack bar onto Hathor.
And at this point here, Wackos IMG's Lauren, that was a swift Lauren. It will not be able to proc, but this Lauren needs to control this Ganymede and the Sierra.
Yep, looking to focus out that Ganymede first.
And
Wackos has
Wackos
a little bit of work to do.
Wackos got a little bit of work, and this Hathor does not have any more skills, so it's out for a little while. Yves needs to take this momentum, this time to build some momentum.
Oh, we do get an additional turn. We're going to see a double bomb on Verd. We do not. Looking for a bomb on Lauren. It gets resisted.
At this point here, he's just going to reset that Vanessa and allow that Sierra to take out this Verd. This Verd may not see another turn here.
It may not. No attack bars reduce it onto the Hathor.
So at this point here, Yves is actually in a very good spot because if this Verd dies, Wackos is down 3 units to 4.
That's it. Wackos is down a unit right now. We need a Vile Proc coming from this Vanessa. No Vile Proc coming here. Everybody's getting stunned up. And he receives all stuns onto Wackos' team.
And so Wackos' team is entirely stunned up. This Lauren is going to drop. Yves doesn't even need to blow that bomb up, knowing that Lauren is going to die here. There's no sustain on Wackos' side. I think this is pretty much game over here.
Gets that reset onto Hathor. Not looking good at all for Wackos. Total control on Yves' side.
So Yves has pretty much secured the win from Malicious at this point here. That Okeanos and that Ganny really provide full lockdown, and we have a Sierra that's totally going to light up the entire team. I think Wackos IMG is not going to be able to come back.
Everybody gets stunned up. Bombs are going off. Things are not looking good. Looking for another stun. He's already got the stun out there. We do get an additional turn coming from Hathor. Gets the attack break onto Ganymede. Bombs coming on Hathor, and that is definitely going to wrap that up.
And he's just still staying there at the podium. He could totally walk around and high-five the fans here. It is that game over, but he decides to stay there and show respect to his opponent.
Big stun initial turn, lands a focus bell, not like it's needed at this point, gets a reset and the kill. Yves takes the victory over Wackos.
Yves pulling his guild one step closer to the title. Malicious has a good chance to take this from Say Swag again right now and claim their title as the best guild in the world. Make it about, what did you think of that draft?
I mean, I thought the draft was actually pretty fair on both sides here, but that Sierra did proc a couple times, did land some crucial bombs. At the same time, that Swift Lord from Wackos is actually quite important, quite good, and outsped Yves' team, but ultimately, Yves, once he got that Okeanos Ganny lockdown, it was game over.
Exactly. That's where it really changed right there. Once he had the lockdown, it was over. Wackos could not get anything going for himself, and that was going to be it from there.
Exactly, and missing all those sleeps in the beginning because one of them had immunity. Sierra had immunity, and having the Josephine on the team, she's just such a great counter for Hathor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she was the MVP for me.
Yeah, so, but at this point, though, it is 2-0. It is 2-0, so this third match,
soak it in.
We're still going to do it, but we're soaking it in at this moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no matter what, it's not often that we get to see a match like this, so we got to make sure that we experience the full thing and have all 3 matches no matter what.
Correct.
So all that's left is going to be Obey and Archer coming up. Now, how's Archer been prepping for this? Is he nervous at all?
Well, I mean, he's definitely a little bit nervous, but I think he figured out his way. I think he knows what he needs to be drafting here, because we all know, we've seen him stream before. Some things may have changed in his draft.
It may have to involve that Shayna Martina nerf that nerfed his entire team, and now he has to reinvent himself. So we'll see what he comes up with. I'm excited myself. I really would like to see what he's got in store for us.
I seem to remember Leisha saying thank you yesterday over lunch. Now, make it a bud. You said that Obey likes to sort of make his own meta. He likes to be kind of outside the box thinker.
Yeah, he definitely does not usually play standard Ganny Hathor style. He's probably got something interesting in store. I do know he has, a couple LDs in that Fermion, that Light Dragon, that Sylvia. So hopefully he gets to use some of these, really show us what these LD units can do.
Nice. Well, we've got their player intros ready. Let's take a look at these players.
And we have Archer. Now, Archer, like we had told you before, he performed in 2017, and he's back here for GVG. I know it's not looking too good right now, but at least we can get some sort of redemption coming from Archer. We see that Gianna being drafted from all the time. He used to bring a lot of those twins here, but we're not going to see any twins today. Hopefully we see some sort of control comp coming from that man.
And on the other side, we see Obey Trey. He is Malicious, one of Malicious' best RTA players. Does like to invent his own meta, so he plays with all kinds of different strategies. We may see something interesting from him today, but he does have 3 very unique LDs, generally a little underpowered, but there are ways to make them work. His favorite unit is the Sylvia, is a monster in guild versus guild battles, but not in RTA, so we may not see that today. But we'll see what he has in store for us.
Wow, we're like-minded. Sylvia is actually like my most wanted LD monster because I like the group attack mechanic so much. Wow. There we go. We got these players ready and waiting in the pick ban phase, the last round of the Guild Arena Battle exhibition match. Stoic, make it a bud, take it away.
Here we go, Archie, Obey, here we go. A little bit of redemption here for SSA.
And Archer going straight off of the Triton, telling us he is cleaving. We know he loves to cleave. We know he knows how to cleave. And Swag again, also I don't believe has taken an Okeanos yet. So Archer's actually going to be in a really good spot here. He has some math left. He has other speed leads left. I think Archer is just going to go for the straight out speed comp. Let's see if Obey Trey has a reaction to this, or if he's just going to go with some other strategy.
Well, let's see. Oh, we're going to see a segment. Interesting. And then he brings out the Dark Cobalt Bomber. Wasn't expecting to see that.
So Obey Trey does not respect the speed of Archer's units and goes with the bearing and the segment, expecting them to outspeed something of Archer's here. Knowing that Archer does also have a Gianna in the back pocket here, Archer goes with that Sierra Gianna. Very standard pick, confident in his speeds as always. Obey Trey's bearing needs to be on 310 or something very, very fast. Otherwise, he's going to be outsped and dominated in this match.
All right, let's see what Obey Trey brings to wrap up, not wrap up, but to end, not to end either. The first, third, fourth picks here, he brings in the Antares.
Woo. And Obey Trey actually going with the Antares. Antares being able to steal games away, and we know that any type of RNG allows you to turn situations around here, but going with the Beth.
The Beth as well. Well, like you said, he really likes to reinvent his compositions here.
He's inventing some sort of a meta here, so we'll see if this meta works here. Beth is a very interesting pick here. I actually expect Obey Trey's team to have some sort of lots of will and probably shield. This is typically reminiscent of a cleave when you see a bearing up there to provide silence and strip, and and then a Beth to be able to apply a lot of damage.
Are we gonna see the shine of Martina? No, he brings it right back. Is he locking in that Dark Pixie? This is the first time we'll see this Dark Pixie and a Tyrone.
So we're seeing Archer here with double strips up top, and then a very fast, probably a very fast Tyrone, and then a Dark Pixie that also does have the ability to reduce cooldowns. So Archer's going for the full control here, probably signifying that he's gonna take a ban on the Antares because he does not want to face any RNG at the moment. I really favor Archer's draft. It is so far ahead. Obey Trey does not care that he's being outsped and goes with the Zerath.
Interesting. I thought it'd be very entertaining if he does bring this Zerath through. Does he lock it in? And he chooses to lock in that Light Dragon.
So Obey Trey here has brought in a pseudo cleave comp with a bearing to strip up top, and then a lot of AoE damage from the Beth and the Zerath, and then some RNG from the Antares. Not sure how these are going to work together or if they are at all here. Archer has clearly brought in a comp that will synergize, outspeed, and control. So if Obey Trey's fully on will, or if he gets nailed by the Triton, that is game over.
Yep, bans are out, Gianna being banned, and the Antares, like you said, is being banned on Obey's side.
Yeah, so as expected here, no surprise here. Obey Trey needs to get resist from this Triton, or that's game over.
Yep, speed lead for Archer. We got an HP lead coming from Obey. Here we go. We're definitely seeing first turn being taken by Archer. Triton taking off first lead. We're looking at a strip pushback coming from Archer.
So we'll see if this Triton is able to land skill 3 onto Obey Trey's side.
Oh, full strip and attack bar pushback as well. Dark Pixie looking to remove cooldowns here and does so.
And all the units are slowed on Obey Trey's side, and once this Sylph goes off, that's pretty much game over for Obey Trey.
Yep, goes with that second skill to do a little bit of damage. Missing the bomb onto Sekhmet.
That is highly unfortunate. It's like luck is not on Swag against side today. Missing that bomb, that is absolutely crucial, but that segment is reset.
Not at all. We see that attack break on the CR. Not what Archer wanted to see right now. Looking to boost a little bit of attack bar, hitting that Beth. Gets the silent off, misses that silence onto the Beth.
Yeah, he misses that sweeping waves onto the Beth here, so Archer probably wants to focus on that Beth. Actually chooses to go after the segment, but gets resisted.
Does. Gets resisted all 3 times as well. Goes to the AoE freeze, lands that AoE freeze.
And Archer needs to land a lot of damage now. That's an attack broken bomb, so it's not going to be able to wipe out this Beth here. But Archer needs to start taking out units, because if Obey Trey's units go off, Archer could be on the squishy side.
Definitely could be. Nice Vile Proc coming from that Dark Pixie. Getting that AoE out there again.
And Archer right now is just meticulously taking apart Obey Trey's comp. Obey Trey is completely locked down. Every unit silenced. I mean, Archer's in a commanding spot here.
He really is in a commanding spot. Getting those additional turns as well, dealing more damage with that Tyrone.
Yeah, Archer has shown us that he's really adjusted from that Shayna Martina nerf, completely dominating in this match here. And unless Obey Trey's Zerath is on violent, it doesn't matter now. It's got a bomb. It's pretty much game over.
Yep. Oh, another additional turn. Archer getting a lot of additional turns in this match.
Yeah, Archer, looking at Archer, he's very focused right now. Really wants to dominate this match here and come back, and put a game on the board, and I think he's going to do that here.
I think he definitely is. He's trying to deal damage onto that Dark Cobalt bomber.
And somehow Trey is still in this game, even though every unit on his team except for one has a bomb. He's pretty much gone from this match, but he's still hanging in there.
Chooses not to set that bomb up, pushing attack bars back with that third skill coming from Triton, dropping that berry. And that is going to be it. Obe concedes. Archer takes one for SSA.
Archer with a great little control cleave, getting a win for Say Swag again. Let's hear it for Archer, everybody. And now let's hear it for the champions, Malicious, taking the title of Top Guild. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much for the games. That was awesome to see. It's not every day you get to see something like that.
Yeah, TVG is very fun.